Can you feel it? It is a sound that starts deep in your chest. It is a slow, steady pulse that makes you want to move. This is the sound of reggae. It is a music born on the small island of Jamaica. Yet, its voice has traveled across every ocean and every continent. Reggae is more than just a rhythm. It is a story of struggle. It is a prayer for peace. It is a call for freedom. Before it became a global language, it was the private conversation of a people finding their voice. It was the sound of Kingston streets, a unique vibration that would soon make the entire world listen. Unity, resistance. The power of reggae lies in its deceptive simplicity. The beat is unhurried, a stark contrast to the frantic pace of modern life. It invites you to slow down, to listen closely to the words being sung. The bass line acts as the music's anchor, a deep and resonant heartbeat that you feel as much as you hear. Upon this foundation, guitars, keyboards create a light, syncopated rhythm that seems to float in the air. This unique combination of heavy grounding and light melody creates a sound that is both meditative and uplifting. It is music that can fill a dance hall with joyous energy. The story of reggae begins long before its name was known. It starts in the late 1950s and the early 1960s, a time of great change for Jamaica. The island was on the path to independence from Britain, and a new sense of national pride was in the air. This energy found its expression in music. The first unique Jamaican sound to capture the island was ska. Ska was fast and upbeat, full of brassy horns. It was the music of celebration, the sound of a nation stepping onto the world stage with confidence and joy. It borrowed from American jazz and R&B, but the offbeat rhythm was purely Jamaican, perfect for the lively dance halls of Kingston. As the decade progressed, so did the music. The initial excitement of independence gave way to harsher daily realities. The tempo began to slow, reflecting a change in the national mood. This new, cooler style was called rocksteady. It emerged around 1966, stripping away ska's frantic energy and emphasizing vocal harmonies and a more prominent bass line. Rocksteady was smoother and more soulful. It became the music of romance. No single figure is more synonymous with reggae than Bob Marley. He was more than a musician. He was a prophet, he was a poet, he was a revolutionary. With his band, the Wailers, Peter Tosh Bunny Wailer, Marley took Jamaica's raw sound and polished it for a global audience without losing its soul. His voice was a unique instrument, conveying profound pain, defiant hope, gentle love in a single phrase. His songwriting was simple yet philosophical, turning ideas about oppression, spirituality, liberation into universal anthems. Alongside Marley stood Peter Tosh, the Steppin' Razor. Where Marley preached unity and love, Tosh was an unapologetic militant, fiery, confrontational, fiercely political. His music challenged the Babylon system. Legalize it, equal rights, not requests, but demands for justice. Tosh's uncompromising stance made him powerful and controversial. Then there was Jimmy Cliff, one of reggae's first international stars. Reggae music did not grow in a vacuum. It was born from the harsh soil of post-colonial Jamaica, a society grappling with immense poverty, systemic inequality, and the lingering scars of racism. For many in the shanty towns of Kingston, like Trenchtown, life was a daily struggle for survival. The Babylon system, oppressive Western political and economic structures, was not abstract. It was the reality of corrupt police, limited opportunities, and a government that seemed to serve the wealthy few. Reggae became the newspaper of the streets, a way for people to voice frustrations when no one else would listen. This music was social commentary. The lyrics spoke directly to injustice. They sang about the pain of poverty, cried out for a better life and a fairer distribution of wealth. They challenged colonial narratives and denigration of black identity. Reggae raised consciousness, encouraging listeners to question authority and recognize systems designed to keep them down. It was a soundtrack for rebellion, of mind and spirit rather than violence. The journey of reggae from the backstreets of Kingston to the global stage was powered by ingenuity and a deep love for the music. It all started with the sound systems. Not just record players, colossal mobile discos with huge stacks of speakers that could shake an entire neighborhood. DJs, known as selectors, would compete to play the newest and most exclusive tracks, often on one-of-a-kind dubplate records. These street dances were the primary way music was shared and popularized in Jamaica long before radio gave it a chance. They were cultural hubs where new styles were tested and stars were born, creating a vibrant and competitive music scene. As the music grew, so did the ambition to share it. Visionary record producers like Chris Blackwell of Island Records saw the international potential in reggae. Blackwell, in particular, was instrumental in bringing Bob Marley and the Wailers to a worldwide audience. He understood that to cross over, the music needed the same production quality and marketing support as Western rock bands. Island Records packaged and promoted reggae not as a niche world music genre, but as a powerful and legitimate form of popular music. This professional approach, combined with relentless touring by artists, helped reggae break into the rock-dominated markets of Europe and North America in the 1970s. The music's message of fighting oppression resonated powerfully with other cultures. In the United Kingdom, it was embraced by a generation of young people, both black and white, who felt alienated by the establishment. With bands like The Clash incorporating reggae rhythms and political themes. In the United States, it found a home among counterculture movements and college students. The famous quote from Bob Marley, "One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain," perfectly captured its ability to soothe the soul while igniting the mind. The music offered a sense of solidarity to marginalized communities everywhere. Today, reggae's influence is permanent and widespread. Its DNA can be found in countless genres, from the bass-heavy foundations of hip-hop and dubstep to the laid-back rhythms of modern pop music. Reggae festivals draw massive crowds in Japan, Brazil, and across Europe, proving its truly global appeal. The music's core message of one love, a call for unity, peace, and universal brotherhood, remains as vital and necessary in our fractured world as it was in the 1970s. Reggae is more than just a style of music. It is a philosophy, a living legacy that continues to inspire people to dance, to think, and to believe in the possibility of a better world. The journey of this island sound is a remarkable story of how a small voice can grow to become an unstoppable global choir. Today, on October 20th, 2025, that sound is as relevant as ever.